And we are live. Alrighty. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Hey, David. Hey, Paul. How you doing? Alrighty. Now, today, more work on the P-51. Yes. However, we made some good progress yesterday. Yes, we did. I was pretty chipper with all of that. Now, what we'll do, well, we all know what I'm going to do first. Yes, we do. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Goes without saying, David. Now, camera comes around. Now, I've put the spray booth away because I won't need it for at least a few days. And it does make it easier to have that extra space. Now, in we come. And in fact, what I can also do even is all P-51 parts that we may or may not require. Alrighty, now. Okay. So they would suggest effort. Okay, we've got a few ways we can go about this. All right. Step one, put those together. And once they're all on, the photo etch would go on. Now, they have the photo etch plus. So the decals do go on top is what they're suggesting. Right. Okay then. It's a bit savage on its own. Now, here's something I've not found, but there's an easy way we can address this. Give me a moment. Now that is part number 13. Well, that won't even have to go on for a little bit, so that's okay. Yep, what we're going to do, let's find B13. No, and then we're going to just paint that, then we'll get on with the rest of. There's quite a bit we can get done today, and shall. Now, B13 is what we're looking for. And it looks like a little pipey thing. I believe that's the technical term, a little pipey thing. And then we'll start putting our bits on. Hello? That is part, no. Where is it? Cross my ass, that's bad. Goggles will confirm or deny this. No, that's fine. So it's not there. It's not there. Well, this is a bit rumpty. Not finding the part, chaps. Rubbing. It's not over here, perhaps. Robin. Yeah, I'm not finding that part, and I'm a bit, well, not quite sure what the correct adjective is about it, but I'm not entirely chipper. It's certainly a way of wording it. What the devil? Why have I even got this? Now, what I can do, this is an almost identical looking part, and I can guarantee you that the odds of someone telling the difference is pretty remote. So I might just go down that path for ease of purpose. And regardless, I shall, or we shall then get on with our cockpit assembly. And it would appear that yes, I am going down the sorted path of this looks correct, which is fine. Which is fine. Oh. Give me a moment. Might be. That better? Actually, yeah, it would have been a bit blurry potentially. Hopefully that's better. Now, what I'll also do, we'll use probably this one. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Just going to hit that part there with a bit of black paint. And then we can commit, that's jet black. That's not the black I want. And in fact, I want this black. But that's empty. Looking, found it. Now. I'm a bit. I'm trying to decide what the correct adjectives or adjective is for the situation of putting decals on top of photo etch. It's a wee bit gnarly. Yeah. So, next. Now. Hey, there's something I need. Dear oh dear, Rob, what are you doing to yourself, mate? These are a very important part. I wonder. Oh, good. Somebody's using a drill across the road. That's everything you need when you're doing a live stream not too far away. Anyway. Excuse me. That's plenty. Now. Healing. Now. Next. We'll get just one of these will do it. Let me just check something for a moment. The dimensions of this, that is. Okay. Brief sprue cut. There we go. There we go. Now, and finally onto the yes, the dulcet tones of other machinery. Marvelous. Might need to shut the door shortly. We'll see how it rolls out. It's this sort of thing that sort of really doesn't diminish my urge to move in the slightest. Oh, excuse me. There's so many construction sites in this area. Oh, for God's sake, now there's a motorbike. I tell you guys, never mind. Now, so what we've done there, there's nothing particularly flashes. Is that one I just painted? Yes. Right. So yeah, that gets a decal on the end there and goes on top of. Oh, I shouldn't have marked out that. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now, so our first port of call is. I'm hoping that the guy with the drill is just doing a little bit of sort of work and then we'll be stopping. That's my hope. I'm dreaming, aren't I, guys? Now, all right. Now, quick file. Which are over here. Hang on, I just thought of something. And I do sometimes, guys. I wonder if. No. That's okay. That's okay. Now, we need to look at where is. Aha. Now these, to my understanding, go just. There are quite specific spots for it. And it also gets a headrest on it. So that is B11. Let's find B11 as well. Not there. Excuse me. Now, I know it's one of the things I painted because it's olive drab. It's a headrest thing. There's the seat. Might as well get that out because we're going to be needing that. Well, for God's sake, getting a bit frustrated now. B11, come on now, where are you? Let's stop hiding. It's not okay. It's most annoying it is. Here we go. Maybe it's one of these. No. Hey, where is the headrest? Is this all the Mustang stuff? Should be. Hang on. Goggle time. God, again, my eyesight is so shitful. Found it. Right there. Right in front of me. It's just that I'm blind. Alright. So that goes onto that side, I would suggest. I'll just check that. Right. Or is it? It's this side. So that goes. And there's a specific hole right at the very top for the headrest on this. All right. Well, I have had the experience of, hang on a moment, of having glued something onto a part and then had it spring off, and I used the sprue cutters. So we shall prevent that, hopefully, by taking this off first. And then we'll start gluing stuff on it. There's a few other things we'll be able to do with this, actually. As far as, before we get started, things we need to consider. Now this goes, that's where the holes are. Not there, there or there. Now I need to find out precisely where this goes, because this kit is indeed very precise. Now, I would suggest let's have a good close look. Right. So it shows here that goes in to, I may even have painted too high, and that's fine. This should be sufficient. Okay, I see where I can trim. Yeah, all of that's good, I think. Yeah. All right, so we're actually going to trim about there. Suggest. Oops, that's probably, if it's not quite right, there are ways and means. Now, all right. Oh, well, look at that. Sitting without glue for days. Now, one other thing I'm going to do very carefully is that. Let's try that one more time, just for my own edification. And then we'll probably look at. That's pretty much going to stay in posi, though, I think, pretty easily, which is good. Did it before without glue. Not that it matters. I'm being a bit particular, but yeah, that's going to fit nicely enough. Oh, look at that straight away. I reckon I can do a bit of cheaty to get it to balance up correctly for the seat. That's fine. All right, so what we're going to do, you come here. We're going to gently, there we go. And now we're going to pop this onto here, from there. And now, where do we put it? We had to find it, what's the point? It was one of these really small parts. It's got another really small part. Here we go, found it. Now, which way round? Goggles again. Oh, hey, kitty, how you doing? Now, I'll say, yep, that way. All right. Jesus. Wow. Stay there. Now, toothpick. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Just getting down to some of the nitty gritties now. Come on, off you come. There we go. Come on. Rubbing. coming out yet? No, we're not. Does that mean I need to get a lighter on it? Possibly. Or option 2. Although I will need to. Oh, God, look at that nonsense. Jesus. I will get a lighter onto that. Okay. That's ridiculous. I would say I might as well just get some new glue at some stage. If I can. Oh, God, I can't even get the lid on. Come on now. Jesus. Alright. Annoying. But first, for a moment there I thought I'd lost my piece. This would have been bad. Give me a moment. Oh. At least I'm not as sore as I was yesterday. Oh, hey, Ethel, how you doing? Now. Now. That should fix the problem, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Now we got glue. Problem's going to be getting the lid back on, but we'll leave that discussion there. Gotcha. Now, come here, yeah. That'll have to. That's hopeless. That'll have to do for the time being. Now. There we go. Now, I would say I might be well advised to try and do this with tweezers. Ooh, these are some of my mum's. These are crisp. These are good. Well, they're not my mum's anymore. They're mine. She's dead and doesn't have much use for them. Now, goggles. Oh, fuck. Now it's not the time. Now, let's have a look. All right. There we go. Hang on. All right. Let me just get a toothpick to correct that a little. Come here, you little. Having a bit of a frustrating day, chaps. Never mind. Hey, Stephen, how you doing? Now, we'll just give this a gentle nudge. There we go. All right, I think that's good. Maybe. I think you can Hang on. There we go. That's the headrest in position. All right. Boom. Now, the next option I have is maybe I can put go one of two ways about this. Chair on the frame and onto that. Or I could go, all right, I reckon now if I use tweezers to go across there, I can, what I'm looking at is if I hold the tweezers across there, it won't affect that, and I should be able to put this in position. While that's drying, I could potentially then put the chair onto that. So when they've both dried, I can just go bam. And I reckon that's what I'm gonna do. Yes. Alrighty, and then we can start having a bit of a look. Here's something I need to consider. How does that sit onto there, or going on there, affect that going onto there? These are things, people. These are things. Or does it? We'll check that out in due course. But first, what we shall do now, I get a slightly different pair of tweezers for this occasion. And these actually came with a little sort of clip on them. I should find that clip. Keep them nice and crisp. Here we go. Boom. I must say, all the tools I've inherited from my mother have been rather good in terms of not just useful but quality. Which you got to say, well, that's what you want, isn't it? You don't want to work with crap. Now, give me a moment. Oh, look, there's the guy with the draw across the road again. Other tweezers are. Where'd I put them? I know the ones I'm looking. I knew the ones I'm looking for. Give us a moment. It should be right here on the desk. I do have options. Aha! Is that them? That's them. That will do us nicely. Now, what we'll do is pop that just here. Pop this on here so it doesn't slide around and all sorts of other knees bent advancing behavior. All right, I might just zoom out a little and maybe move the camera that way a bit. Now, come on, Mr. Glue. You can do it. Don't give me this knees bent advancing behavior. Oh, why are you little? Come on. All right. Plate your way. Come on now. Come on now. You're making me feel it down. For fuck's sake. This is getting annoying now. Come on. Finally. Now it's going to be flowing like a bloody river. This much you can be sure. Flowing like a river. Running like the water. Now, very carefully. Now, give me a moment, and up we come. Can you hear the Serenity, guys? Can you? That's what I need to do. Now, because I trimmed a bit too much on one side, for fuck's sake. There we go. All right, I believe I have that correct now. Sorry, guys, I was a bit. All right, let's zoom in. Give me a moment. So there we go. Now, once that's sufficiently dried, we will put the chair on. Boom. Now, next, the frame for the chair is in the blue box. Boom. And the chair itself is just here. So we can now probably go geschlip. I believe that's the technical term, geschlip. Zoom out. Ow. Next, the seat. Now let's see how exactly they want us to put the seat on. As far as what height and things. That's a very solid guide they've given us. There's a little thing at the back that should correspond to there. So we'll give that a dry run, of course, and then hopefully all will be well. We'll get the seat on. Yes, we will. Got a bit of a file. Well, I'm really hungry right now. That's a complete irrelevancy to modelling, I know, but well, I'm really hungry. Now, Rob, left the file out at all? No. All right. Now, I will need to go to the model shop today to get more glue, I would suggest. I'm not having glue operate this way, it's nonsense. Now I have to do a wee bit of a tidy up on some of the paintwork here, but that's probably going to be okay. They might not even show on that top area there, because it might be covered by that. By that, I'm talking about this. Oh, look at that. Okay. So, I go. Oh, that's actually. Look at this, guys. It just goes. It's quite a neat little fit. Boom. It's quite obvious where it goes. You just go splitch. Nice and easy. Give you a zoom in on that one, and then we'll glue it. Boom. That's how easily, yeah. So, glitch. Back a bit. Zoom in. See if we can get a bit of a better focus on that. That's about as good as it's going to get. Get a mouthful of coffee because I'm going to need one. Oh, yeah. Glue. Come here, you. All right. All righty. Now. Next. We just. Oh. Stop that. Get in there. Huh. There we go. Yeah, nice. I think. Give me a moment. Just. All right, I want to let that dry a bit before I bring it up to the full. Not actually. That'll tell you a lot right there. Boom. Freshly glued, and it's still staying in posi. That's what you want to see about. Now, what I might do, very carefully, just, yeah, make it just a little more snug. And is that correct entirely there? All right. All right, done. Now, next, things we can zoom out. We can continue with. Okay. Now. Things I need to find out. Right. Because, good people, this goes on top of that. Now, there's a part that might need to, in fact, does need to come through off of that, and presumably through there. And what I would like to do, I see how this operates, I think. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. This will be easy. What I can do is, I reckon I'll glue this onto here. We'll let them dry. Now, what else can we motor along with? Interesting. The footrests go on the back of the dash. That's interesting. Rather unusual. Doesn't matter, but just an observation. And that goes on top of there. So we can probably get that little area looked at as well. Oh, magnification. Oh, hey, Bassman, how you doing? Oh, what magnification do I use on my goggles? I'm not quite sure. Give me a moment. I think it's 4 times I use. Should say on the lens. I don't know. I'm actually thinking of getting some upgrades. But yeah, you need good magnification goggles because, well, A, if you're a blind bastard like me, you got no option on that front. And B, actually, here's an interesting, okay. So that's actually longer. Right. Excuse me, guys. I'm just noticing something here. Right. This actually extends out the back of that a bit. Interesting. What we're going to do, we're going to need to do some paint touch-ups as well along the way of all of this. There's some you can get on, not quite sure what the site is, but they look really good and come with an inbuilt light. And I believe they're reasonably affordable. I might even track some down today or tomorrow, you never know. Where else is it? Why is this not coming off? There we go. But were you talking about the camera? The camera, give me a moment. I'll even I'll even tell you. Give me a moment. So if we're looking at something like this, and we're zooming in to there. Oh, the bloody thing doesn't say. What a scandal that is. That would have to be probably 5 or 6 times magnification, though, I'd say. Probably more even. Let's get some ugliness there off. Now, yeah, on my goggles, I think I've got 4 times. Now, the ones I'm looking at, go up to, I think it's 10 times. You'd be able to see a bee's willy with that sort of magnification. Yes, you would. So that's something I'm giving serious consideration to, just from a... Might as well use the same one, hey? Now, pop you onto there. You, good sir. Ha, you sir. I'm sorry, I'm still getting much amusement out of the Armstrong and Miller pianist. You sir. Told some people about the sketch yesterday. I won't go into reruns. But all I'm saying, if you want to see a good laugh, or have a good laugh, I think it's a good laugh. You may not, your prerogative. Go onto YouTube, search Armstrong and Miller gay bar, and watch or look for a pianist. And yeah, he's in a Victorian sort of setting, and he doesn't really rub the chappies up the right way with some of his lyrical and musical content. Now, this goes that way up. Is it? Let's just check that. No, it's that way up. And goes that way out. And goes, no. That should line up too. I should be able to, I would expect I would be feeling a click at some point. There's two, Yes, there are indeed 2 points to aim for. Not quite getting my that's where it goes. Yeah, right. That makes sense. All right. What does it? Yep, that makes sense. That being so, let's do it, kids. Now, once I get those on, yep, we'll get onto there. Now, Go. Oops. Probably a bit clumsy with our glue, but it's okay. That's okay. Hopefully we get a nice clean attachment. So that we don't. There we go. I think. There we go. Yeah, nice. If you zoom in. Need to do our paper trick as always. That's straight, or is it just the... Oh, here we go. Boom. And what happens is that the big long battery goes there. There's another one there, one there. There's a bit that extends out there, and a little bit, if you zoom. You can't quite see it, but there's a little aperture thing to go in there. So, yeah. It's all coming together, people. Now. Next. Wait, I have got it the right way, haven't I? Otherwise, it'll be very grumpy. Yeah, that's correct. Jolly good boy. All right. Now, pop them down to dry. Next, we shall... Well, actually, what we can do... Give me a moment. We're going to need this. I see. And we're going to need these. Yes. These go onto... I might as well trim that off. Into there. And then this, which way around? Probably that way around, I would have thought. Oh, there's a nice neat little niche for us there. Not quite that way, maybe this way. Am I going about the wrong angle? Hang on. Oh, no, that's the right way. And this goes on. Right, so it's actually up there. It goes quite snugly underneath, I would suggest. All right, well, we'll do that, shall we? And then I guess the next step is to let that dry a bit. What can we do moving along? Done the decaling there. None of this is relevant. Okay, we can even... Ooh. We could potentially put the mask on the fuselage. So let's have to get moving along quite rapidly now that we've gotten all this little work done. And that's a wee bit good all on its own, I'll tell you. Yeah. Hang on a moment. We have made an error. No, we can't have done. I'm just looking at the way they've drawn a couple of things here. Oops, sorry, I forgot to zoom you out. Oh, no, it's just not me being me. Yeah. I know why it's done that way. It's drawn for different configurations. That's fine. All right. Now, getting back to this. What we'll do is going, let me just check something for a moment. Now, is it the flat bit that goes on there? Yeah, I'd say so. All right. All right. Lid. Bam. Oh, it's gone on this time. Giggity. Come here, you. And bam. I see. Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, that's right. I can just. There we go. Put that over to there. Let that dry for a bit before I show you. Now, next, there is something that needs to go on. Where's the thing I'm looking? This is the thing I'm looking for. Now, there's a bit that goes on here, and I suspect it is that. And they say I'm just a pretty face. And that goes in that way. All right. Now, gotta make sure I get my ends correct on this. I'm gonna be grumpy. I would say that end. All right. So what we're gonna do? Is file down. Oh no, pretty smooth. I'm gonna give it a bit of a file there. Alright, a bit of a file there. And yes. Now, this is going to be a bit rumpty. I can tell that straight away. And you know, I actually reckon, looking at the situation, I'd possibly be better served to wait until I've gotten the dash in and then put this in. Because that's got to go there, this little part. So, yeah, you can see it's going to be a bit of a difficulty. So what I'll do, pop that in the blue box, which is here at the moment. We shall now this one onto the, I'm pretty sure it goes on the starboard fuselage. It does. It does. Let's have a look at the starboard fuselage. So it would go on. And I'm just trying to see if there are any specific contact or holes made for it. And it doesn't look like it. There. And then it comes down around. All right, let's give that one a burl. We'll need the crystal clear for this one. And then we'll see how what's the time now? So that would make it, okay. That's not, there we go. All right. So, now with the crystal clear out, there's a couple of other things we can do. May well do. Before I do this, let me just check something. So that's going to go. Let's get some tweezers onto this, shall we? And come from a very vertical angle, I think would be the trick. There we go. I think. It's a bit tricky, this one. Robin. On that note, I've got to go pick up a Batman kit. Or Batmobile kit today. It arrived at my place yesterday, but unfortunately I was out. I know this is without glue, so I shouldn't expect it just to sit, but you know, it's always a nice situation if you can just go right, so that's how it rolls. Right, I think it's going to, no. That's how it would need to sit. Okay, let's just get the glue on. Then we've got a bit more to work with, don't we? Now, all right. Now I'm fast approaching the point of wanting stuff to dry. Now, what I can do. Oops, done that the wrong way around. Oh, you bitch. Oh, look at that. Now, with a bit of toothpick work, we could be in luck. In fact, I might even just let that sit. That is pretty damn good. Now that white glue behind part of the mask will hang on. That white glue will disappear once it dries. So yeah, starting to look pretty cool. Now, with the crystal clear out, I could consider doing some photo etch work now. Because that's when you would want to be using your crystal clear, is when you put the photo etch on. Now, to the end, we can, for example, we've got this all grimed up. The photo etch is grimed up, so there is nothing to stop us, for example. There is said photo etch. Use the photo etch. So, if I get photo etch out, we can look at putting that on. Yes, it's hot. Alright. I do want to get it a bit harder as far as dirtiness goes. Probably. That's grunged up enough. What we might do is we will get some. I want to make these a bit grungier. They're a bit too pretty at the moment. These two. They go on that and another part. So we're going to set up for the bit more grunging, and then I reckon I might, because I want a lot of this stuff that I put on now just to dry. Oh wait, there's one other part we might want to consider. Give me a moment. Yep, we could. Yeah. Boom, boom. No, I just want to put this paint on. I don't want to wind up. I've got a fair bit done today, actually. So yeah, as far as we got things in position, hopefully, I would say next time we're on to the P-51B. I don't think this needs bent advancing behavior, you little. We should be able to go pretty close to finishing the cockpit. I think you'll probably find that it is the cockpit and ultimately all the technical decaling that will be the most time-consuming elements of this kit. The actual exterior paint job will not take long at all. At all. So, you know, now what we're going to do, I'll grunge this up a bit more heavily than it is. I might as well do the same with that, being the piece that goes underneath. Hit with a bit of that. Then hit it with just a light coating of this. And we'll go a bit more heavy with the chin after. All right, clean brush. All right. So we got a bit of oily steel on those. We'll finish the weathering on those to make sure they look nice and grimy. Things we got done today to show those who haven't been around. We got should get a piece of paper here so we can do the zoom ins. There's photo etch for the that goes onto here and other events. There's some photo etch seat belts that you put decals on top of. There's some photo etch. That's mostly it. Anyway, so yeah, we painted that. We got our mask tube on that. We got a chair stand on that. Oh, and the headrest. We got, where are they? Here they are. The seat on its mount. And the battery pack mount. Now, next session we'll be putting the chair onto its thing there. The battery's in a position on here. Photo etch, grinding up and then putting the photo etch onto a couple of things, putting a couple of other bits on. Yeah, I reckon, let me just have, actually, we can even, let's have a look. We'll need to put those on, let them dry, put all of that in, let it dry. But we'll be able to put that on. We can get that in. All right, we can get quite a lot of. I reckon by the end of the next stream, we'll be within perhaps one session of getting the interior complete, so as we can move on to the nitty-gritties of main assembly, and then ultimately, of course, main paint job, and then technical decals, which I'm quietly confident will be exhausting. Based on the savagery of the interior decals. Although they may not be any more full on than the normal range of tech decals, depending on how much detail they've gone into, we'll see. Anyway, that's me done for today. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Now, first time viewers, you know the drill. Follow, like, or subscribe. What can I tell you? If you want to track me down other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Rob's to the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. Follow, like, or subscribe. Now, tomorrow is Friday, so I want to get stuck into the BF-109. That'll be more cockpit work of different sort, but that's fine. Now, on a quick note, I may or may not be around on Saturday. That's my Saturday, obviously your Friday, depending on where you are in the Northern Hemisphere and your time zone. Yeah. But I'm definitely on tomorrow for the 109. My pleasure, David. And I'll be on at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. And hopefully I'll catch you good people then. See yous.